over because Coca-Cola got to get its due. I was super excited. Hey, everyone, welcome to the live stream. So, I'm really excited to share because we have so many wins every single week. It's just a lot. So, I want to big breakdown on Mondays, give you all an example of what it is going on behind the scenes of the community. I was just saying, because I'm live on all of our win channels, including Clubhouse, I did not go on audio LinkedIn because we're on video LinkedIn. All right. So, don't come for me. but I'm really excited because and I'll be sharing the screen too here on the live channel, the live stream, because I want you all to see what's happening from the conference to the in-person meetups. We have one in each city right now for our Win Hubs that is coming up this month and August. So you have 3 city meetups and a huge conference to get prepared for. The conference is on the 26th. We've already seen, everyone get their early bird tickets. That ended last night. But guess what? I got phone calls. Like, of course, last minute phone calls. Everyone's like, oh my God, what about my tickets? So I extended the actual early bird ticket sale until Friday. And that's, I want to make that very clear. Like, I don't want people to stress. I don't want people to fret, because truthfully, like, we can work with what you have going on. Like, initially we put the payment plan for a firm in place, so a lot of people use that to get their tickets. So there's ways we'll work with you, but you do have to come to us, let us know what you have going on. But those early bird tickets are only going to be there till Friday. After that, it is done. I'm not making any more extensions. Shout out to our speakers, sponsors, Miss Ernest Cummings, our keynote speaker, panelist, and breakout room speaker, as well as Trailblazer sponsor for this conference. Absolutely amazing. I want you to check her out, get to know more about her. I'm going to actually direct y'all to more information that we posted on our blog about Miss Ernest to know more about her business, her nonprofit. But she will be speaking at the conference, and this is something that I really want to highlight because we have had corporate partners and sponsors follow us all year long. And now that we are here in this 2024 year, coming to the mid part of it, I really am excited because I've seen the advantages of having people that really are about the mission. And so shout out to our corporate sponsor, Miss Ernest Cummings, our Trailblazer sponsor. Corporate partner. She's hitting us from multiple avenues, so we thank her so much. So I just wanted to highlight her. I also said, shout out to Coca-Cola. If you're coming to this conference, you're going to get the new Coca-Cola Spice in your bougie bag. But we're really excited about the partnerships, right? That's really mainly what we look for, because when I explained to them what we were about in our mission, they were like, well, I talked to the bottling company. There's so many Coca-Colas, y'all, so many different areas. So this is something that we're looking to always build relationships. Another company I want to shout out, Make of America. Shout out to Make of America. Their volunteers are going to be at the conference. If you know sustainability in business, you understand that there are some businesses that require sustainability in order for you to really push their mission. Nonprofit works at the head of our economy. I don't know if you realize this, but without nonprofits, this economy would not be what it is, right? We probably wouldn't even be standing on 2 feet. We'd be like lopsided. Nonprofits make it make sense. And so I want to highlight that and really get on board. So we have a lot of things happening, Coca-Cola sponsorships. We have not only the conference that we have prepared for, so make sure that you sign up as a sponsor, sign up as a speaker. We have breakout room sessions still available. Lashana West just took our last keynote panel speakers spot. So corporate sponsor Lashana West will be speaking as a keynote, but we have breakout rooms, and these rooms all throughout the day, Friday and Saturday, from 10, I think it's from 11 a.m. all the way up until 6 p.m., with the lunch in between. You're going to be learning. And this is outside of the WIN social gathering. This is outside of, all the VIP stuff, VIP dinner. And then, of course, we have a full day of the WIN vendor exhibit. So when you look at this conference, right, pick your poison, because there's so many places you're going to be able to just kind of tune in. And if you're VIP, you get to have that extra benefit because we have the offsite VIP dinner. after hours. We also have the access to the M Lounge, 24/7 access. And we'll also be doing some special things like, you'll have your reserved seating, in all of our sessions. And of course, at the WIN award ceremony, which I'm super excited about because I'm already getting the awards ready for people who have been supporting us all year. And being at the conference is going to be amazing to present that award to them. So, really excited about that. Right now, just talking to individuals about showing up for the WIN vendor exhibit. It's $200 to be a vendor. If you know someone who needs to get that exposure in Atlanta, send them my way. I have been out on the streets and people are eating it up because they know what it means to be out there in front of the WIN community now, right? Especially here in Atlanta. But definitely let your friends and family know. So I wanted to start with that. Also, if you saw the July agenda that went out this month, you see that there are holidays: Independence Day, National Fried Chicken Day. Y'all, I don't even know what my team is doing. I don't even know what they're doing, but these are the holidays that I got this for this month of July. World Population Day, July 11th, International Day of Cooperatives, first Saturday in July. I don't even know what that is. National Ice Cream Day, National Hot Dog Day, National Parents Day. There's just, y'all, there's so many days. World Hepatitis Day. Child, listen. So a lot of these holidays, what we're doing is we are incorporating them with our projects. Of course, we have projects that go from, Healthy Horizons, from women's health, men's health as well. We go to financial literacy, and also, of course, we hit other components of the women's lives that we support. But I mean, this is going to be deep. International Tiger Day. From what I've researched, okay, real quick before I get off of the holidays, because it's the first part of the July agenda to just look at the holidays. But I'm telling y'all, when I looked up the National Tiger Day on the notes, I didn't realize so many women worked in this field. I had no clue. So, I mean, I know it sounds ridiculous and crazy, but I can't wait till that day comes so we can learn more about, the influence of women in these industries. I think it's just really important. Oh my God, I'm supposed to be sharing my screen, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm on live streams too. Hey, Courtney. I'm on live streams as well. So if you want to see physically what I'm talking about, you can join me on the live stream on our WIN channels. But I want to just continue with this upcoming live streams that we have. Courtney, you had your live stream, which was amazing. I'm still seeing conversion from your live stream, believe it or not. Like I'm still seeing, people clicking, people sharing, people looking at it, right? And I believe I put it on the front page of the WIN community website now. So y'all may see some new things there. But we have, new live streams coming up. Charlene Linton, one of our WIN members, you may know her here in Clubhouse, but she shows up so boldly in so many ways. And so I've been telling her, you don't get featured enough. So I'm going to be talking to her more about what she does and also featuring that woman behind the brand. We talk about it all the time. Like, the people don't really buy, the product itself. They buy from the person. And so we have to bring out the brand of who you are. And so if you look at our Women Behind the Brand series, that is something that we're constantly doing for members. You get to actually, and I probably need to put the link that I'm looking at here, y'all. Whatever. Y'all gonna have to join the live stream to see it. I was gonna put it on Clubhouse, but I'm sorry. You're just gonna have to go to the live stream because I'm physically showing you right now what it is that I'm looking at, which is the live stream for Charlene 7-2 tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. I want y'all to join me there. And if you are a WIN member, like like Courtney, I don't know if you know this, but whenever you have something going on in your business and you're like, I gotta get this out, I gotta tell everybody about it, I gotta let everybody in the community know. Those are times that we do live streams. So as a WIN member, is subjected to saying, hey, like I want to go ahead and put this in the community's ears. Tell me that at any point in time. And as a member, we love featuring you. We're going to be doing more and more and more of those. That's why I'm putting it on the front page of the website. Also, we have our roundtable talk. If you are a community member and you are a VIP or a corporate member and you haven't been on the roundtable talk, you got to get on there. I was looking at the replays and I was saying how powerful it is to talk about community, the ups and downs. And there are some painful woes there. There are some things and some heavy challenges that we go through in community. So when we bring more thoughts to the forefront and we sit around the table and we talk about, what it is that we're experiencing in community, because there are some things that we can heal through conversation. Just talking is therapy sometimes. And there are people in the world that are listening to us. And I know this because I've seen the conversion and I've gotten the messages on the back end. But there are people that are leaning on us to talk about these things and to say, hey, this is what I experienced. And also talk about the wins, whether they're big or small. That's really, really important. And I know Courtney knows a lot about that because we've been through that a lot. All right. Okay. So I wanted to show y'all a little bit of what we had coming up. Of course, it's talking about, the more about the Tiger Day and all that stuff in the email. So y'all make sure you check that out. I already mentioned the conference. I mentioned the projects, and you can see more about some of those projects. Like I'm looking at the Rise Above, which is the domestic violence project. We will have a panel coming out soon for that. Okay, there are a lot of women that just do not talk about the abuse. They do not talk about the signs, right? And there are so many. And there's also things that we have to kind of look at as preventative measures for how we can kind of, be more powerful in who you are, be more confident in who you are. And it takes setting boundaries, right? It takes having these conversations about what that looks like. And sometimes it's really not knowing what you don't know. So we're going to be bringing a lot to this project, not just the survivals panelists, right? Because they're going to be talking about what they survived, how they went through it, what they experienced. We're also going to be partnering up with local organizations to really give some tools, I guess, is what I'm saying, and some complementary services, even when it comes down to a legal clinic, right? There's some legal stuff that has to take place. And then one last thing I'll say for this, because I work a lot with charity. Okay, so I donate a lot of my time. I volunteer a lot of my time. One place that I'm adding to this project is a HIMSA house. Shout them out, because when I talked to them, I said, I want to include you in this product. They were like, whatever you want, put us on the website, put us here, put us there, right? I knew they were going to say that, but I had to ask. And because there are some things, like I learned there that there are people that will hold your pet hostage. Like there are couples, like in that relationship, someone will hold the pet hostage to keep the person in the relationship, right? Or to punish the person. This is part of domestic abuse. And so something just like that part, I didn't even know until I volunteered there. But I had no clue that that happens. And so, people are experiencing this, but don't really know that that is part of the domestic violence, part of the abuse. And so we do have resources, like a HIMSA house does support with that. They make sure that, you have not only aid when it comes to you, but like shelter, right? But also shelter for your pet. There's a lot of shelters with families and women that don't accept pets. There's a lot of people that don't look at pets as family, but there are a lot of people that do. And so respectfully, that kind of puts a divide, right, between people who really need that support to choose between, getting that support and leaving their pet, or staying where they are to keep their pet with them. And that's not a good choice to have. So we're going to be bringing some more resources to these projects. That was just one example. I'm going to just kind of skip down the list because I'm actually, giving you guys an update, but I'm also preparing to take a walk with Nana. You know how I do. We are multitasking, and we're always making sure that we're taking care of our business and our lives. So I just want to make sure that if you have any questions, that you hop up within the next 6 minutes before I end this live, so that I can answer your questions. The only thing that I really want to highlight too, mainly outside of some things that are in this list, okay, and go back to the live stream after this room on Clubhouse if you're listening, and make sure that you look at what I'm showing you, because there's also, highlights about our podcast interviews that are coming up. I want you all to be in tune and to listen out for that. And if you want to be on our podcast, then reach out to me because I'm always taking interest for their stories of overcoming. That's really what we're focused on now on the podcast. It is a nationwide podcast. It is listened on every single podcast channel worldwide. And I want to make sure that we have members. If you are already hosting a podcast and you know that one of those stories are going to be powerful on the Win Community Podcast, you can always submit that as well. But I just want to make sure that we're very informed. We have our Facebook groups that are always going to inform you about things that are happening not only in WIN, but with each other. So I always want to emphasize how connection works. Networking is not just about being connected to the top, right? It's about the connections that go out everywhere. So you're connected to the top. Most of you all know me. Most of you all know the co-founder of WIN. You also have to connect out to the other members and people who are in that circle as well. There are just some powerful people in the WIN. And so what we've done is we've taken our sub chapters, which we have New Jersey, Atlanta, Houston, South Florida, and the UK are all the places we physically have meetups. So if you're like, I need to be somewhere where I can hug someone, where someone can, take me out for brunch, or I can just vent or whatever, right? Or they can go to a new place with you. I can go to networking events with you. You can have your biz buddy next to you. If you want to do that, we've been finding such success. Shout out to Courtney, because I think, you were saying, Courtney, in your live stream that was one of your first networking events and you haven't stopped since, the one that we had in New Jersey for WIN. But I just want to say it's really important to even share, what you have going on in those Facebook groups, and to ask questions, right? Tell the people what you're looking for, resources. One of the things right now is, people need exposure, people need partnerships. So, do that. And New Jersey has just locked down their Facebook group, so it is private now. Just wanted to kind of update that. All right, so I believe I've covered all that I really wanted to cover, just in a nutshell. And for more information, I want you all to check out the Facebook group, Women into Networking WIN. I'll drop the link here in the chat. I didn't even, Courtney, I didn't even see you talking. I'm on so many channels, y'all. I'm on like the live stream here. I'm on this, I'm on that. Okay, let me get off of here. I'm gonna stop my presentation, get back on that. And then I put the Facebook group there here in the chat on Clubhouse. And I also will be doing the same here on the live stream. So what I'm really excited about, though, is that, listen, how and I'll leave y'all with this. You know how you work really, really hard on something and you don't really see things moving the way you want it to, right? Like you're just like, oh God, this is a slow moving vehicle. I don't even know how. Like, well, I got to get out and push it. So sometimes we feel like, you have to, do so much to make things happen. But I just want to encourage all, patience and consistency are so important. Being patient not only requires you to be patient with yourself, but also requires you to just kind of remove things that is going to make you impatient, right? And that requires you honestly understanding that about yourself. Like I literally remember starting to plan things this year, last year. I remember having deadlines and goals and saying, "Oh my God, it's going to get done by this date. It's going to happen. It's going to happen." And now looking back, and this has happened all throughout my life, but sometimes you have to reflect and you look back and you go, "Oh my God, like I knew that I wanted it that way, but I didn't know that was going to happen. I didn't, you just don't predict things getting in the way, and so those challenges sometimes make that deadline longer." Which can actually, for me, I got very frustrated, right? But then I remembered that everything happens in its time. And so, even though there was a lot of frustration, and I'm saying this because I want people to understand that what you're doing is for a reason and it's not to give up. It's to actually move through every challenge that you're taking on and to get better at overcoming overcoming the challenge. Now, as long as you don't give up, that thing is going to work. It's going to pop. It's going to pop so hard. You're going to be like, okay, I didn't even want that much success. Like that. That's how big it's going to be. But you have to actually understand that throughout the process, you have to be patient. You have to have that long suffering, and you have to be very sure about yourself, because people are constantly going to tell you what to do, where to go, where to grow. But I want to encourage you to just keep doing what you know to do is right, because I think most of us in this community have learned that over time, that being authentic about what we know about ourselves and about what we're doing is true to us. And as long as we have the right support, as long as we have the right tools and resources, we are going to get to our goals. So y'all keep going, keep going. I don't care if it feels like it's not happening in time. I don't care if it feels like everybody is leaving you, not supporting you. I don't care what it looks like. Keep going. It's going to hit. All right. So I want to end with that. Hey, Courtney. Yes, love sharing and hearing wins, all the win community. Yes, thank you, honey. I appreciate you so much. And we're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get out of here mainly. It's just myself and Darren and Courtney here in Clubhouse. Thank y'all for listening. Huge supporters. And for those of you who are going to be watching this live stream, just make sure you get ready for the wins this month. Every single week, I'll come back and just kind of update you on it. And if you have questions, please feel free to reach out. The only thing I will say that has been a little bit difficult is like once the early bird tickets were about to end, everybody was like, oh my God, I got to do this, I got to do that. And there were some glitches in the system. So like I said earlier, I did extend the early bird tickets till Friday. So everyone had a chance to work through whatever they were having to get through. So if you have any questions about that, I implore you to reach out today and let me know, because there's a lot of things going on. All right. Love y'all. Have an amazing day. Go celebrate all of your wins, and I'll see y'all back here in another room. All right. Bye.